Hello everyone! Thank you for inviting me to address you all on this special occasion, and it is my honor to speak to you today. First of all, huge congratulations to all our graduates. Graduation is a very big event. It marks the end of one chapter in life, but start a new one. As I address you today, I can clearly remember my own graduation here at Hong Kong U. I feel very grateful for the world-class education I received here that has opened so many possibilities for me in my career journey. I'm sure you will also encounter many possibilities and opportunities in the future. When I graduated, I didn't plan to become the CEO of a major bank. I did not even study business or economics. What I did was send out many applications looking for a job like many other students. I was very lucky to get an offer from Citibank. I decided to try, and this is how I started in banking. Soon after, I moved to Standard Chartered. And in the blink of an eye, 30 years have now passed. And I have been with the bank for all these years. At Standard Chartered, I started as a junior marketing officer. And since then, I have held 14 roles with different departments. Some roles I raised my hand, and for others, the role was assigned to me. Some of them were dream roles, and some of them were nightmares. But irrespective, whenever I was in a new role, I want to approach it wholeheartedly and gave it my best. Sometimes I even complained about the role I didn't like. But over time, I realized that every role taught me something. So when some younger colleagues ask me, how do I know what role suits me? My advice to them is, you will only know when you try. Try it wholeheartedly, and when you try enough, you will get more exposure. And with more exposure, even more possibilities will open up. So this is my first advice. Keep an open mind and try different things to get more exposure. When you get more exposure, it will open up your eyes so you can shape your own path. But as I say this, I know some of you may be thinking, hey Mary, it is easy for you to say this because 30 years ago the world was not as competitive or challenging. Yes, you're right. I admit that's true. The world today is definitely more sophisticated and complicated. But during my 30-year career, I have also been through many different cycles. I have dealt with different crises. I can tell you the journey was not 100% smooth always. For example, in year 2000, we had the bankruptcy crisis in Hong Kong. In 2003, we were hit by SARS. In 2008, we had the global financial crisis. And fast forward to this year, 2020, I'm now the CEO and we have COVID, which is a black swan event. So no matter what you do, there is no guarantee of a smooth road. It can get bumpy from time to time. But when I look back, I realized that I learned the most during the tough times. Crises and challenges are the best way to train one's experienced muscles. And it is better to get this training now when you are young and starting your career. Going forward, whenever you come across a tough situation, remember to treat it as muscle training. It is like going to gym to exercise, to train your muscles, to stretch yourself, and to get ready to become fit. So this is my second advice. Be positive. Be prepared for good days and rainy days. And get ready for muscle training. My third piece of advice for you is keep learning. We are living in a rapidly changing world with new trends coming up every day. So even though you are graduating from the University of Hong Kong today, this is not the end of your learning. In fact, you are entering a bigger university of reality. And for me, even after working for 30 years, I'm still learning every day from my bosses, from my peers, and from juniors. In fact, I've had a reverse mentor for a few years now. She's a young talent who was assigned to me as my mentee, but eventually I made her my mentor to teach me about social media and digital. And by talking to her, I realized quite early that a digital transformation is already underway, and this is an irreversible trend. So when Standard Chartered realized there was a chance to apply for a virtual bank license, we decided to take up this opportunity because we wanted to start a new business model with no legacy and focusing on innovation, financial inclusion, and delivering superior client experience. And it was this spirit of learning that Standard Chartered was inspired to launch Virtual Bank. It's named Mox. Learning from a younger bank would refresh and re-energize the main bank as well. And of course, Mox is not the only virtual bank in Hong Kong. There will be 8 virtual banks in Hong Kong, and traditional banks will learn from virtual banks and vice versa. So a virtuous cycle of innovation will open up new possibilities for Hong Kong's financial sector. And becoming a fintech hub is one of the possibilities for the industry in Hong Kong. That's why Standard Chartered also decided to partner with Hong Kong U to set up Fintech Academy to nurture top fintech talents in Hong Kong. So you see, learning is not only about individuals. Entire financial industries are learning and evolving to adapt to the fast-changing landscape. With this, I will end today. Although I cannot see your faces, I can sense your energy and excitement as you embark upon a new phase of your journey. Remember, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. So keep an open mind to opportunities, be positive when you face challenges, treat this as a muscle training, and most important, keep learning in the University of Life. Once again, thank you for inviting me today. And congratulations, Class 2020. Be bold, be courageous, and wish you all the best.